Okay, this is section 10.4, page 726. I just wanted to do a couple of example problems on the TI-84 of graphing in polar mode. And so first example I'm going to do is page 726, problem 35, where it just says sketch its graph of r equal 4. So if I switch to the TI-84, turn it on. If you go to the mode key, you get your screen, and you can come down to the fourth row over to POL, and that sets polar mode. Okay, if you now go to y equals, you have a list of r, and in polar mode, the calculator graphs r as a function of theta, which is angle around. Problem 35, you just enter a 4. If you go to window, you see very similar to parametric, you see an initial theta min, theta max, theta step, except that's angle around the circle. And then you go to your standard x min, x max, x scale, etc., negative 10, 10, 1, negative 10, 10, 1. And so if I now hit graph, you get a attempt at a circle. It's a little flat because there's not the same number of pixels horizontally as vertically. So you can play around with the window and get it to look more circular if you want to. And that's problem 35. That's pretty much as easy as it gets. Okay, let's try problem 39. R equals theta. Okay, I'm going to keep the same windows. If I go back to y equals, and I'm going to punch what you're used to being as the x key, but when I punch it in polar mode, I get a theta. I'm going to keep the same window. When I hit graph, the calculator is trying to show me a spiral, because your angle is increasing from 0 to 2 pi, so your radius is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Remember, that is the horizontal distance out from that origin is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. All right, on 0 to 2 pi, it's not showing me a whole lot. So if I go back to window and I go down to theta max, let's try 4 pi. 4 pi. You see, enter directly. When you hit enter, you get the decimal for it. And now I hit graph. And yes, you see a whole lot more of the spiral. I don't know how neat you think these are, but you can't really graph a spiral any other way. And so that's 2 problems graphed on the TI-84 in polar mode. Section 10.4.